So uterine cancer, until I got it, I really didn't know much about it. But once I had the cancer, I identified several other people who had had some form of uterine cancer. How do you know whether you are, prone to cancer, uterine cancer? You don't really. It is only checks and things, discharges that should tell you the story. If you are having any kind of discharge, little blood or white discharge or any other discharge from your vagina, you should know that something is not right. Go for a checkup. In my case, I was thinking it's menopausal. This cancer tends to be, when you are about 50, 55, 60, in that age bracket, or even older. So, you are going through that menopausal journey. You don't necessarily understand what is happening with you and what is causing the cancer. There isn't much that we know at the moment about uterine cancer. There's research still going on, but I think diabetes probably plays a part. Hormonal imbalance of some sort plays a part. So probably these are the causes, in my case, that made me have cancer of the uterus. So I am very lucky to have got the best treatment, purely because of the medical cover that my employer provided. Treatment here is available in both the national or public hospitals as well as private care, but maybe the level of expertise is not the same. Recently, I've been talking to some patients who are undergoing treatment here, and some of the side effects that they are experiencing, such as burns and water filling sores, and that is maybe because we don't have the same type of machinery that is available elsewhere. But for any cancer, you need to do the full range of treatment to make sure that it does not reoccur. So it is important to get whatever treatment you can. And yes, you can suffer from the side effects, but make sure that you take care of that by using, special creams and whatever you need that the doctor will suggest, and you will get better. So there are support groups that provide support, both financial support as well as everybody should really register for NHIF, because NHIF does provide a fair amount of financial support when it comes to cancer. In fact, for breast cancer, they cover a big part of the chemotherapy cost, which is very, very useful. Groups are, as a country, healthcare is something that needs to be, on the agenda so that everybody can be able to access good medical care. And I believe we are working towards that journey. It's very important to go for regular checkups. Generally, people tend to just go to the gynecologist when they are having babies, and then forget about it once they're done with babies. But to discover uterine cancer, it only happens by having a checkup. So I would recommend that everybody does their checkups at least once a year, so that if there is something going wrong, there is something unusual, you pick it up early. As long as your cancer is picked up at an early stage, you can be 100% cured. If you pick it at a late stage, it has spread everywhere, and then it becomes very, very difficult to deal with it. So my advice, go for a checkup at least once a year. When you are undergoing treatment, it is very important that you drink lots of water. In fact, even post-treatment, continue to drink water. My advice, at least 2 to 3 liters of water every day is important for you. Be hydrated. It will help your treatment plan. You will have less side effects. And support groups are important. There are places like Faraja that have gynecological support group. Become part of those groups. Make sure that you talk to other people who have undergone that journey, so that they can explain to you, they can give you the support you need to understand better what is happening to you. It will also help your stigma and becoming less shy about talking about these cancers. It is obviously gynecological cancers are very difficult to talk about, because it's that part of your body that you don't generally discuss with the wider world. But unless people talk, unless people understand what is happening, it is awareness that is created when you talk about something. So let us talk about it and let us save lives. So how do you celebrate the little things that you achieve? Every time I achieve something, I now celebrate. I celebrate my birthday, I celebrate my anniversary, I celebrate my husband's birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday. In fact, we did a very nice party for my mother-in-law's 90th birthday. So it is important to celebrate because this is what makes you know that life is precious, but every moment that you live it with joy, live it with happiness, because you are given life on this earth. Make the most of it. Don't shy away from disease. Don't shy away from helping others. Do what you can to make the world a better place to live. Cancer is becoming a very common disease, and be positive about it. It is not the end of the world. It is not a death sentence. You can treat it. It is curable if caught at a very early stage. So my advice to you, go for screening all the time.
Jambo, my name is Sandeep. I'm husband to Tanuja Malde. And as soon as we heard that Tanuja has cancer, it was shocking. I had just undergone a small surgery of my enlarged prostate, which again could have been cancerous, but luckily it wasn't. So while she was looking after me, she did her checkups with Dr. P.S. Patel, the gynecologist, and that's when we found out. Luckily, I was discharged from the hospital. I could move around. So when we heard the news that we are going for a major issue, it was quite shocking. Sometimes you even can't say that the word cancer, which is a big stigma to a lot of people. So initially we said, let's hush it up. But then no, we did become public about it. And there was a lot of support then. By hushing it up, we would have just made people go away from us rather than bringing them back to us or closer to us and give us support. Even if it's not financial support, it is moral support, is physical support, which is more helpful. And it just happens that I do not have that much medical knowledge, but Tanuja's sister had. She works with the hospitals in the UK, so she had a lot of knowledge and how to go about it and everything. So that support was very good. And again, we have family in the UK who do know a lot. Even though they may not have gone, there's a lot of education in UK who get. Unfortunately, in Kenya, we have to get that support or local information to the local people that if you have something, you can go to a doctor and reach out to people. That's it. Yeah. So the other thing, my role as a husband, as Tanuja has always been the financial support in the family. So that doesn't matter. It's the moral support which you need to give to your wife or your family member in that case. My mother, she came, she's gone through all this. She was 85 at that moment, so she's gone through one of her children dying early. All that trauma, she has come over it. So she came to Tanuja and said, life is not finished there. Life goes on. And life has to go on. So you need that support from your family again and friends. And my role as a caregiver, even though I didn't know how to administer medicine, I could give her massages, talk to her, give her company. You do not leave that person in the corner somewhere, sleeping away. That's unless they want to. But otherwise, you just be around them, hovering around them, not far, and just be there for them. That's it. In that sense, the change was that she had a full working life. So did I. Luckily for us, we were both retiring similar age. I'm semi-retired. So I do, there's not much change in that sense, but the change is there that you're a bit closer. Yeah.
And you do lots of things together.
Yes. So when she started this hobby, okay, I like my own art, but sometimes, even artists have this thing, I'm a better artist, you're a better artist. But what she did, she started something small, she has grown into it. She has a very different way of doing that art, even from me. But you be supportive, you encourage her. She's always been creative with paperwork, paper craft, like making cards and stuff. Encourage that. Be as much encouraging as you can. When you get people, when any of your family member or your special loved one gets what we think of as death disease or death sentence disease, just be as supportive as you can. If you have to clean them, you have to do the dirty work for them, do it. Don't shy away from it. Because at the end of the day, they may have to do the same thing to you. in one way. In another way, you're being a better person by helping rather than running away. The toll, I've never felt it, but I've heard of people being felt like that, that it's becoming too much. Okay, sometimes you do get friction because emotions are high, so you can get frustrated, but you deal with that frustration later on. At that time, just count to 10 or count to 10 backwards, take a deep breath. Don't show your anger, don't show your frustration. Do whatever they want to do, and then when they're calm enough, tell them this was right, this was wrong. We celebrate in everything. There's a bird at the back at the moment. We like bird watching, so we celebrate that. We celebrate going to national parks, watching wildlife, doing our garden, even though we don't do it physically here, but I used to help in the UK. So you just help with beautiful things in life. Especially now that she's done her art, I'm learning the way she does it, so I can even appreciate it that better. To be helpful as a spouse or as a family member for anybody, I find it's satisfaction to me. And as they say, if you go to heaven, you'll probably get better life, but I don't even want that. I just want people to be happy around me. That's it.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Minayo. I'm Tanuja Malde's cook. I have been working for her for over 8 years now. She has been a very good boss that I have never met in my life. She's very kind and she has a very big heart. Since I met Tanuja, my life has never been difficult anymore. She's always there for me. Any problems, what I need about my kids, she's the one who has made my children even to go to school. And she has made me to come very far that I am now. Without her, I don't know what I could have done. So she has been friendly to me since I joined her, since I started working for her. We've been very close, more than friend, more than a family. But there was few years ago, we were very shocked. She felt sick, and after all the tests has been done, then it came out that she has cancer. We were very shocked. We cried a lot. We didn't know what to do. But as I am a Christian and I like praying, and I decided I will not cry the way others are crying too. I have to make sure I encourage her. Every day I could pray for her. Even in my house, I told my children we could pray for her every day, every day, every day. And also, even if she was down, I used to encourage her because it's not a life sentence. I used to encourage her, and as I am a cook, I encourage her to eat properly, no stress, no more crying, because with God, everything is possible. With God's grace, she was treated in the hospital, and then also she was flown abroad, and she got the best treatment ever. When she came back here, she was just okay, very well, and then I had to do my best, mostly with her health. And the health starts with what you put in your stomach, starting with the breakfast. I made sure that she has the very best breakfast, the healthy one, no junk foods, fresh breakfast, no bread, no those fresh juice, fresh fruits for her breakfast. So the very much thing that has helped Tanuja is what she puts in her stomach. That's a very important thing in someone's health. And cancer surely is not a death sentence. When you find out quickly, you can get treated also very quickly, and it always heals. So we had to start with the food. That's what she told me. And I made sure that I follow the procedure that she told me. I have to eat this and this and this, and I made sure that every breakfast is healthy, lunch is healthy, and dinner also is a very light, healthy for her, and also drinking a lot of water. I make sure every day that she has a lot of water. From morning after breakfast, I make sure that she has enough water every day. Her medication, if she forget, I always remind her, have you taken your medication? So I just thank Tanuja. It's not about only me, even outside. She helps a lot of people outside. Many people also cried, what will we do? How are we going to do? She has helped me here. So we just put our heads together and helped Tanuja. That's why he is now okay, and we thank God for that. With God, everything is possible. When you put God in everything, it's always possible. So I'm just here. I thank everybody. I'm also encouraging another person outside who can be going through this, who can be facing the problem that Tanuja faced. He or she should not give up. Just be strong and seek help, and all will be well. So I thank Tanuja, I thank God, I thank everybody for, I'm also very happy for working for her, helping her. She's just my best friend that I never met. She's just my sister that I don't have. She's a mother to my children. So I just love her so much. And I wish God give her many, many years.